are a genius if you have these 11 signs of high intelligence. Signs of high IQ. Sometimes we do not give ourselves enough credit for being smart. Well, actually, mostly we degrade ourselves and feel less confident. Scientists and researchers around the world devote a lot of time to figuring out various facts about smart people, that is, about themselves as well. Some studies give very unexpected results that are difficult to relate to reality and analyze even retrospectively. We decided to compile into one video the most unexpected of such characteristics and personal qualities that for one reason or another are inherent to people with high IQ level. Let's not wait anymore and start our video with the first sign of intelligence. Number 1. You're left-handed. If you're left-handed, this is actually a piece of good news for you. While left-handedness used to be associated with criminality, more recent research associates it with divergent thinking, a form of creativity in which you come up with novel ideas from a prompt. Left-handed people, on average, have a larger corpus callosum, which helps them process information quickly. They also tend to have a better developed right brain hemisphere. Number 2. You enjoy loneliness. Introverts are being given a tough time in our society, but this is a major sign of intelligence. For 10 years, researchers tried to figure out how socialization is related to the intellectual development of people and their satisfaction with life. The authors of the publication in the British Journal of Psychology reported that time spent with friends generally increases satisfaction with life in people. But the degree of this satisfaction is inversely proportional to the level of our intellectual development. Thus, smart people deliberately avoid extra socialization because it does not give them satisfaction. So if you're an introvert, then this may be due to your developed intellectual abilities. Number 3. You're messy. Well, the messier you are, the smarter you are. A study was conducted that featured 2 groups. Each group was asked to devise creative uses for ping pong balls. One group worked in a messy, cluttered environment, while the other worked in a tidy setting. The messy group brainstormed substantially more creative and interesting ideas. So before berating yourself for your perpetually cluttered desk, give yourselves a few IQ points instead and just relax. Number 4. You're funny. The jollier the man is, the more attractive he looks. Well, being funny or having a sense of humor not only makes you attractive, but also intelligent. According to a study published in the journal Intelligence, 400 psychology students took intelligence tests that measured abstract reasoning abilities and verbal intelligence. Then, they were asked to come up with captions for several New Yorker cartoons. People who wrote funnier cartoon captions scored higher on verbal intelligence. And this adds up, as some of the smartest people I know have a razor-sharp wit and sense of humor. Number 5. You talk to yourself. No, it's not a sign you're crazy, just the opposite. A study from psychologists of Bangor University showed that talking out loud to yourself improves self-control, an important form of intelligence. They gave study participants a set of tasks and accompanying written instructions, asking them to read the instructions silently or out loud. Measured concentration and performance from those who read out loud were far better. Talking out loud nets control, which is why so many professional athletes talk to themselves out loud during games. Which brings us to the next sign. Number 6. You don't have to try too hard. This isn't to say that laziness is a sign of being smart, but it is fair to say that smart people simply don't always have to try as hard as strivers who fight to build up their skills, at least in certain fields. Some people are just born intelligent, and we all have to learn that fact. That being said, there is always a need for that deliberate practice which involves constantly pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, which is the only way to master a particular skill, regardless of your intelligence level. Number 7. You go to sleep late and you get up late. There is nothing good about being a night owl, but maybe there is. You being a night owl is also a sign of intelligence. This statement is not based on a scientific work, but on a hypothesis, which, however, is supported by the results of a study published in the journal Psychology Today. The logical chain is as follows. Every living organism has its circadian rhythm. At one time, biological processes are slowed down, while at the other time, they are accelerated. In general, the full cycle takes approximately 24 hours. This biological clock is inherent not only to people and animals, but also to plants, mushrooms, and bacteria. When it is time to sleep and when it is not, the suprachiasmatic nucleus is informed by the genes. In the process of evolution, this information has not been changed much, and each of us, in the normal conditions, wants to sleep in the evening and is full of energy in the afternoon. However, humans, thanks to intelligence, have a unique ability to make this biological clock stray from a constant rhythm. Number 8. You are tall? Then probably you are smart. No more worrying about being too tall. It is a good thing and a great sign of intelligence. Another unexpected conclusion by research reveals that as a result of collecting the data on the height and the level of the intellectual development of thousands of people, a pattern has been discovered. Taller children have the best intellectual development. In adulthood, such children also earn more money. Wow, not bad after all. Number 9. You choose to dress simple. You can call yourself a genius if you choose to dress simple. Other than being lazy, of course. According to studies, people who dress simple were found to be more genius and intellectual as compared to their counterparts. As Albert Einstein said, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Not only Albert Einstein, if you look at the modern age genius people, you will find them dressing simple. Wonder why Steve Jobs was always dressed in a black t-shirt and blue jeans? According to Steve Jobs, it saved him a lot of time. So either you dress simple to save time, or just because you're too lazy, you can count yourself in the list of genius people either way. Number 10. You talk less. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Whose quote is that? The most genius among geniuses, Albert Einstein. It's easy to look and sound smart. Many people have a lot of head knowledge. They know a lot of facts and figures. However, ask them a simple question and it gets overly complicated. Thus, as an intelligent individual, you're not busy devouring towers of information. Instead, you're taking only the information you need and immediately applying it. You make it easy for yourself to digest it, understand it, and when you talk of it in front of any other person, you talk less. So now you know why most of the interviews start with the most basic questions like explain yourself. A small question is a difficult one to answer, right? Answer it simply and you have a high probability of getting the job. Number 11. You are curious and never stop learning. Ordinary people seek entertainment. Extraordinary people seek education and learning, said Benjamin P. Hardy. Similarly, highly intelligent people also seek education and learning. They are constantly reading books, listening to podcasts, and attending seminars. Highly intelligent people don't just stop at reading a few books or watching a few YouTube videos. Instead, they put it all into action too. Bill Gates once said that he completes one book a week. This thing is common not only among intelligent people, but millionaires too. They read and apply. That's why they are ahead of the world, right? Well, now we conclude our video by telling you that usually, when scientists argue that a certain characteristic is more common to intellectuals, it just means that this sign occurs more often among intellectuals than among undereducated or not so intelligent people. It may well be that a particular intellectually gifted person does not have a half of the features on our list, while a person having a significant part of the listed qualities cannot at all boast of high intellectual development. But not saying this is all wrong. Of course, there is a fact to it due to vast research. So I guess we can safely say these are signs of intelligence most of the intelligent people have. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications. We will surely see you next time with another amazing informative video. Bye bye!